What's up guys, and welcome back to another sporting video. As you can see in the title, I want to talk about the two best rugby teams in the world. It's a dream match, it's a match we are all talking about, it's a match that the majority of the rugby union fans around the world want to see, and that is New Zealand versus England. Eddie Jones versus Steve Hansen. Two of the greatest teams colliding together to see who the better team is. Number one versus number two in the world. It really is a match of a century. We have two phenomenal coaches who have done so well with their countries. Steve Hansen, World Cup winning coach, Rugby Championship winning, Bledisloe winning, done so well overseas against in the November internationals. He's really on fire at the moment. But then we have the little Eddie Jones. This guy is another kettle of fish. He has taken England to another level. He has brought them, England were going through a tough stage many years ago, but now they are on fire again and they are looking dangerous. They've lost only one game under Eddie Jones, and that was against Ireland in the Six Nations. But other than that, that man is a genius and he's on fire at the moment. He really is a force to be reckoned with. I think his technical brain for coaching is genius. He brings his team, he can bring a team with not much knowledge, and I think create an environment that will make those teams want to play exciting rugby. For example, Japan, a team that pretty much no one ever thought would beat South Africa in the previous World Cup, and they went on and did it because he got that camaraderie, the passion, the momentum, the positivity, the plays, the skills. He got that and brought that through Japan, and we could see it when they played the Springboks, and totally they clapped us. I mean, yes, we lost by a try in the last minute, but against a team like Japan, Eddie Jones transformed them and really did a stunning job, and is doing a stunning job with England. We saw in the Six Nations, they dominated that. We've seen in the internationals figures, they are just dominating. Obviously, I think a lot of people will say they can do better, but he's just getting started, guys. There's a long way to go until the Rugby World Cup of 2019. 2 years. Just imagine what he's got right now and what he's going to build in 2 years' time. That is a terrifying thought. But the same goes for Steve Hansen. He's had a World Cup winning team, and he's now producing these young individuals who are becoming so talented within their own rights, and is developing again a world-class winning rugby team. They are outstanding, New Zealand. They've shown it. They've dominated the Rugby Championship. They lost their last Bledisloe Cup, let's not forget that, but again, they're number one. They're just on fire. They played in the November internationals. Yes, they got a hiccup against Scotland, but at the end of the day they won, and the reason they're winning is because they play a full 80-minute game. One thing you can't count out with New Zealand is that they just never give up. For example, when South Africa played them, that second half went on into like 48, the first half went into like 48 minutes. That's outstanding. But again, it showed that both teams didn't want to give up. But then when teams often get tired towards the end, they tend to give up, if you can say, or think, oh, we got this one in the bag, so let's not play too hard. And then New Zealand fire out in the 79th minute, or the 81st, 82nd, 83rd. They are there, and that's where the results come in. They might jump here and there and get a little shaky, but they always bounce back, and that's why I've got so much respect for New Zealand rugby, as well as England rugby. Guys, we are going to see a cracker next year. As I said, I'm terrified for the Springboks. England, technically, if we look at their schedule next year, they have 3 tests against South Africa, and then when they hit into the autumn internationals, as the UK fans know it, as November internationals for us, they are playing Australia, England, New Zealand. They are playing all the big boys next year. So technically they are going in to the 2019 World Cup so well prepared, because they're playing top Southern Hemisphere teams, the best Southern Hemisphere teams out there. So the practice that Eddie Jones can test and experiment going into 2019 is going to be outstanding because of all the experience he's going to gain in 2018. They literally are going to have a humdinger of a year. They might lose 1 or 2 on the trot, if they even do. I don't even see that happening. But the experience and the momentum and the game plans they can gain during that time, they really are going to be so well prepared going into the World Cup. Obviously New Zealand the same. They'll have the Rugby Championship and also the November internationals to look forward to. But if we're looking at a team going in as prepared, to me I would say England are really going in there looking good because of the games they're going to play beforehand, and then who knows what they're going to play in the warm-up. So England are a force to watch out for. But again, let's not forget about New Zealand. Now I want to just briefly cap on the game and who I think is going to win. Obviously it's a long way to go. It's just short of a year now, but I want to give a prediction now, and then we'll talk next year and see how we feel about that. I really think, if I'm going to take a risk on this one, I think with the build and the schedule England has and the skill of Eddie Jones, I can maybe see England beating New Zealand. It's going to be tough. It's going to be close. Both teams are going to go at it. Hell's blazing. But I seem to think Eddie Jones and his English boys are gonna pick this one up. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I've just watched the All Blacks. You know, they're on the up and the down and the up and the rise. You know, they're constant and they're winning, but there's those shaky moments. Now against a team like Wales, when Wales are battling, fine, Wales are there, but they're not. Then New Zealand just get there and are just that extra bit ahead. Scotland are there and they're giving them a fright, but unfortunately due to experience, New Zealand are there and going to play the full game and then just continue to dominate. Now those little shaky moments that they have, even against the Springboks when we were so close, I just don't see England letting that slip. I see Eddie Jones preparing for that. They're going to be prepared for that, and I just see great results coming that way, and I just see maybe England dominating. If I can not dominate, I can see England winning, but just it's going to be close. If we look at a few stats between the two, England and New Zealand have contested a total of 40 rugby test matches, so they played each other 40 times since their first meeting in 1905, so it's a good history there. England have won only 7 of those matches, and that whilst New Zealand has won 32 of those matches, and there's also been 1 draw between the two sides. So if we look at the statistics, New Zealand are the favourites to win. But if we look at the development and how the teams are going at the specific moment, I think England could sneak it, but it's going to be close. So New Zealand fans, don't get offended. I love you guys and I've got so much respect. But at the rate England rugby is at the moment, I just see them maybe just going 1 step ahead of you. But who knows? We've got a long way to go, a long schedule of rugby to go next year, so I can't wait for that. And obviously they got 6 nations, so let's wait and see what happens there. But until then, let's get cracking and get excited and build up for the rugby. Guys, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, smash that thumbs up button, and if you haven't already, make sure you are subscribed to this channel so you're up to date. I'm not sure how many more I'm going to do before I end up for the holidays, but I might do 1 or 2 more for you guys because I just love creating content for you guys. So keep the suggestions running, keep the comment section flowing, and keep those likes and subscribes coming in. We are growing, guys. It's unbelievable how much this channel's grown, and I couldn't be more thankful to you all. So with that said, stay safe, keep smiling, and never give up. Cheers.